Welcome back to my 100% playthrough of the Wayfarer for Heretic on the Smite-Meister difficulty. Played through GZDoom. We're doing all levels with a 1 start, and this is E1M2, Jade Baths. Let's begin. We'll get right into the action and grab the ethereal crossbow over here, and we will use it to beat up these guys. I know there are fire gargoyles here, and we'll deal with them now. Just like that. We can go into here and grab some time bombs of the ancients, some wine crystals, and a quartz flask. And while we're here, we will get rid of these guys. Also grab some crystal vials, as well as that quartz flask right there. While you're here, you want to grab everything. There'll be something else we can do later, but for now we're just gonna go into this area and clear out all the undead warriors. Or at least knock them away for the time being. Yeah, we're out of arrow ammo, so we'll just go into here real quick and grab some more. You know, there'll be some enemies here, but it's no big deal. Let's just plant some time bombs there to deal with them like so. Let's also grab the dragon claw and get some pew pew action going on. Some loud pew pew action. Now, in my dragon claw overview video, I may have implied that I don't like this sound, but I do. It's very powerful. It can be a little loud at times though. But anyways, you can use it to clear out this whole area. But you want to watch out for these ghostly fellows. It's not ideal to use the ethereal crossbow on the ghostly types, since only one projectile out of 5 can hit them. And since the ethereal crossbow is slower in the Wayfarer, it's not as good as an investment for DPS on ghost enemies. But it's great for these guys. But anyways, we went into here to grab the silver shield and some ammo. Much needed ammo. And some health. Much needed health. Let's grab all that and be on our way. Now you could go down here, but I'll do that later. For now, what I'm going to do is grab this last crystal vial and go into a new area. An area up here. Now, there are some undead warriors here. There are some ghostly nitro golems. You can use the time bombs on them, which is what I just did. And I'll use a dragon claw on this fella, because it's very effective in dealing with ghost enemies. We can go into here now, but when you do, you want to watch out, because saber claws will try to ambush you. But we have a very powerful crossbow. We'll just put some time bombs here too. Might not kill any of them, but you know how it is. The time bombs can't kill a saber claw either way, because it only does 128 damage at its theoretical max. I think that's still the case for the Wayfarer. But either way, all the saber claws are dead. Now we can press this sneaky button here. When you press the sneaky button, this area opens up, and it will take you to this place with a bag of holding, some energy and claw orbs, and some arrows and some vials for health. So yeah, we got everything we need here. And what we'll do now is take a quick trip down to this area to meet the Disciples of the Sparrow, where they make their debut in this map. Well, there's also saber claws that try to ambush you too, but you can clear a path around them if you're careful. While we're here, we'll just put some time bombs there, just like that. You know, just put those like hourglass looking things there to blow some guys up. Grab some goodies here, mostly health and whatnot. Now, there's some undead warriors throwing axes at us, but we'll just ignore them for the time being. Instead, we'll go into this area, another new place And we'll dispose of this disciple real quick, then go through here, grab the quiver, and mow down these undead warriors here. Press the switch to open up that area over there. We'll take a quick trip over here to kill these undead warriors that are also here. And we'll be back here, but for now we're just gonna, you know, get rid of these guys down here, because it's a bit of a mess down here. You wanna clean it up. Lots of ghostly golems here. Dragon Claw is best suited for them. Plus, it gives you claw orbs down here, which is a nice touch. A very subtle recommendation there. But there's also the Gauntlets of the Necromancer, so if there are any ghostly golems left, you can probably zap them to death with it. But we cleared them all out, so we're just going to go through this portal. It will take you to the center island of sorts with another ethereal crossbow, which you can grab, but when you do, you want to watch out because fire gargoyles appear. Now you can use a crossbow on them, but I like to use a dragon claw since most of them are fire gargoyles, if not all of them. And let's mix it up a bit too. I totally missed with that one, but you know how it is. Now the good thing about having more projectiles, even though they're the weaker side bolts, they'll still hit more enemies potentially if you can aim it right. Might get some multi kills out of it. But anyways, after doing a 6 series of like runs across these like little like bridges of sorts, you want to go into this area. And what you want to do is press the switch and get ready for an ordeal. Particularly over here because there are some Weredragons here. You want to get rid of them. And there's some Weredragons over there too. But it's not too bad. I mean, we could probably use the crossbow since you know how it is with Weredragons. And we want to use the crossbow so we can save our ammo for these guys. Pity I didn't use it sooner, but it's fine, really. We'll just do some snipey. See, it worked out just fine. So let's press this switch. It'll lower this lift in case you want to go back up there, but you want to go into this area instead. I just shot it for demonstrational purposes. You want to flip that switch though and grab any crystal vials you need. Flipping that switch will allow you to go into this area. And as you can see, it's a little bit of a mess here, so let's clean it up with some time bombs. Yeah, that's my favorite strategy with the time bombs. Just like drive-by time bombing, you know? So, the disciples will flicker, but sometimes they won't. And the times they don't is when you can shoot them and get the maximum output of your damage with the crossbow, which is perfect. So, we can also grab this Tome of Power here. We might use it soon. Maybe later. And also, we can grab some claw orbs from the dead disciples, because some of them will probably drop at least one. Trust me. But while you're here, aim up and shoot around this area. And when you hear the snapping sound, that means this area lowered, and you can go into it and get the secret with a shadow sphere and several flame orbs. Nice. Now while you're here, you want to do a sick run across this area so you can grab any crystal vials that you need and also flip this switch for later. And what that'll do, I'll show you because we're finally going down here. We're gonna kill this fella and get ready for this ordeal. But we're gonna grab this thing real quick. It's a Sigil of Power. It's like a super condensed Tome of Power. It only lasts for like 15 seconds, but it allows us to fire madly at these guys. Especially these Sabre Claws. Since we have some time bombs, let's place some right there. You know, just plop them right down real quick. Yeah, this trap is a bit intimidating, but it's nothing you can't handle as long as you can use the time bombs and the sigil properly. So let's continue to dispose of these jerks. These dumb nitro golems up here just roaring and going all day. Bunch of nerds they are. But anyways, we'll go here and grab all this ammo. Also flip both of these switches over here. This will reveal the green key. Now the reason why we didn't go here earlier was because the switch up there is what lowers the green key pillar. Yeah, it's a 3-piece puzzle to be sure. But while we're here, we will shoot that face over there, because if you look carefully you'll see that the eyes on it are glowing while the eyes on the right aren't. So I'm gonna shoot it again because it's on a timer, and this lowers, so go through it and you'll be able to go through here and get this secret with a tome of power. Another one, and we might use it soon, very soon in fact, because when we grab the green key, we are teleported. So, yep, it's a despicable trap, isn't it? But I'm gonna use the tomed up gauntlets on the Sabre claws just to get some health back, because I got hit by those disciples there. We're just gonna gun them all down like that. Yeah, the powered up crossbow is definitely stronger in this version. And also, get a look at this switch right here. Very sneaky switch. It'll allow you to get this secret morphobum. So you want to get that if you want to be ready for future encounters. So now we have the green key, we can open this door up. And let's go through it and get ready for a bunch of enemies in this place. But it's not as bad as it looks. Because, yeah, you can just run through it and just, like, gun madly. There's also plenty of crystal vials here. And you can use the ethereal crossbow to deal with the non-ghostly enemies. And, even some of the ghostly enemies, or the flickering ones in the case of the disciples. And this gargoyle is, like, flying so fast that my projectiles wouldn't be able to catch up. And I missed with that one, but it's fine. We're just clearing this whole place out. We're grabbing some time bombs too, and some energy orbs and whatnot. We're just gonna clear this whole place out before we prepare for the next phase of this whole ordeal. You know how it is. The same for this guy. Just gotta go. You gotta go. You got hit by all 5 of those and survived. Thanks, RNG. But anyways, we'll just clear out this fella. Grab all the goodies here. Kill this fella too. And here's a peculiar spot with ghostly undead warriors in this cage here. And I think that's just about everyone. Now you could go here, but there's nothing particular here, but keep that little trick in mind for when you want to go up here. Yeah, check this out. You can open this one up though. And you can go through here and flip this switch. And that'll be useful for later. But for now, we're just gonna go back here real quick. And check this pillar out. You can go on it. And you want to go on it and use this wall here. So you can go into this place of intrigue and get ready to fight Weredragon in the dark. Thank goodness it lights up, so it'll tell you where it is, pretty much. Otherwise, this encounter would be a lot more scarier. But you want to go through here, so you can go through this portal and acquire the Phoenix Rod. Yes, that's what those flame orbs from that one secret were for. There's also some crystal vials hanging around here if you want to grab those. But hopefully you should have full health at this point still. Anyways, we've stalled a little bit because we have to go through this section now. We have 2 more phobums, and they give you these for a reason, and I will show you why. Because when you grab the yellow key, yep, bunch of enemies come in, but it's no big deal. We're just gonna get out of there. You know how it is. And what we're gonna do is line them up and chicken them up. We are having poultry for dinner tonight. No one is safe from the chickening. I like to use it on the Weredragons in particular because there are still tanky enemies in this mod. I'm going to use a quartz flask right now. I could use a tome of power, but I'm going to save that for later. And you'll see why when the time comes. I could also use a Phoenix Rod, but you know how it is. I have to save that up for later too. So the only enemies left are these ghost fellas and some stragglers like the Sabre claws here. But yeah, this part isn't so bad. You can just clear it up. And if you have any crystal vials left from that encounter, you can use those. And now we have the yellow key. So we can go into here, and of course you hear a disciple here, but we also get a hell staff. So let's use that, and check out what the hell staff does. It homes in on enemies, like even more so than it did before. Like if you miss your shot a little bit, it'll home in on them. That makes this thing a lot more useful than it already is, if I do say so myself. But yeah, this area is all cleared out, and check out this waterfall. When you step here, it will lead you back to this place, and when you step there and another thing happens, this raises up, like this pillar here. It'll allow you to go through here like a shortcut or something along those lines. But anyways, you want to go through here and grab this stuff, especially grab the blue key, but also go through here so you can be sent to this place and get ready for the encounter of a lifetime, because there's tons of enemies here. So let's use that powered up dragon claw, shall we? With the tome of power. This part's not as hard as you think. And also use the shadow sphere for the undead warriors. And don't forget to use the quartz flask too. And speaking of Dragonclaw, there's some more here. And there's a sigil of power here too, which will probably extend my tome usage a little bit. Let's use the crossbow too, it's been a while. And it works on ghostly enemies, so why not? Yeah, this part is quite intimidating, but it's nothing you can't handle. I say with 21 health, but it's fine, because there's some crystal vials here. And here are some nitro golems, some fire gargoyles still here. Let's snipe them. And now we can press the switch to lower this, as well as lower this, because that lowered whenever we went into this area. Now this area is here. It'll just take you back up to this place with the dead undead warriors. Yeah, dead undead, if that makes sense. So, we have the blue key. We got it from that area up there. We can open this up and go through here. And we're going to use that Phoenix Rod. And I'll show you why we're using it for this encounter. Hello, Iron Lich. Goodbye, Iron Lich. Hello, Ophidians. Goodbye, Ophidians. Yeah, we just delete them. So going through here will allow you to press the switch. And pressing that switch will allow you to use this area here, which will take you straight to the exit. However, we have to make sure we got everything, which we did. I don't go for all the items. Some people do, but I don't. That's not SM or BP max. But anyways, we're done with this level, so let's just go and finish it. We got all the items anyway, so it's no big deal. But yes, that was Jade Baths, and what a level. Yeah, some of the traps here are very intimidating, so much so that it might make it quite difficult to do on Black Plague. But on Smite-Meister, it's a lot more tolerable, but still challenging nonetheless. I decided to go through the portal after grabbing the blue key to deal with all those enemies right then and there. If you can go down the stairway from the area with the undead warriors anytime you want, really, but I decided to save that area for last because it's fun to do whenever you are going in straight into the middle of it and going nutso with the Tome of Power and the Sigil too. But anyways, we are done with this map. Stay tuned for the next one where we go into E1M2, which is the Jade Gardens. But until then, toodaloo.